Join me as I dive into the lives of some biblical characters and see if I can uncover surprising life lessons that we can all learn from. Biblical characters have a way of teaching us about life, faith, and resilience in ways that are still relevant today. Their stories, filled with struggles, victories, and sometimes heartbreaking failures, offer us a mirror to reflect on our own lives and a guide to navigate life's challenges. Let's start with a few notable figures: David, Esther, and Jonah. Each of their stories brings unique lessons. David, the shepherd who became king, teaches us about faith and courage in the face of adversity. Esther, the queen who saved her people, shows us the power of bravery and strategic thinking. And Jonah, the reluctant prophet, reminds us of the importance of obedience and second chances. David's life was marked by significant highs and lows. He faced his giant, Goliath, with nothing but a stone and a sling, showcasing his unwavering faith in God. Yet, he also struggled with his own desires and weaknesses, demonstrating that even the strongest among us need guidance and forgiveness. His Psalms, filled with both despair and joy, give us a glimpse into his soul and teach us about the importance of expressing our emotions to God. Through David's story, we learn that faith doesn't exempt us from challenges but equips us to face them. Esther's story is one of bravery in the face of peril. She risked her life to save her people, the Jews, from persecution. Her story teaches us about the importance of timing, strategy, and standing up for what is right, even when it's scary. Esther's courage inspires us to consider how we can make a difference in our own communities and families. Jonah's journey, on the other hand, teaches us about God's mercy and our own reluctance to follow his plans. Swallowed by a whale and then sent to preach to Nineveh, Jonah's story is a powerful reminder that we can't outrun God's call, and his grace is available to everyone, no matter how far we've strayed. These characters faced very human struggles: fear, doubt, and reluctance. David battled giants and his own enemies. Esther navigated the complexities of royal politics to save her people. Jonah tried to flee from God's command. Their stories aren't just ancient history, they're reflections of our own struggles and doubts. There were pivotal moments in each of their stories that led to significant changes. For David, it was his encounter with Goliath and later his realization of his mistakes. For Esther, it was her decision to approach the king and her strategic planning. For Jonah, it was his experience inside the whale and his subsequent obedience. These turning points teach us about the power of making different choices and trusting in a greater plan. The key life lessons from these characters are invaluable. From David, we learn about trusting God in impossible situations. Esther teaches us about courage and strategic action. Jonah shows us that it's never too late to turn back to God. These insights aren't just historical, they're practical tools we can apply to our own lives. As we reflect on these biblical characters, we're reminded that their stories are timeless. They faced challenges, made mistakes, and experienced victories, just like us. Their journeys encourage us to deepen our faith and find strength in our own struggles. So, what are some of your favorite biblical characters and the lessons they've taught you? I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. If you're looking for more inspiring content and life lessons from unexpected places, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the lives of biblical characters.